Hi everyone and welcome to the new module. This module is on Microsoft Access. Access is a database application, and some of you may or may not be familiar with what a database is, but we use them all the time. At NCCC, all of your school records are stored in a database that contains your name, address, phone number, all of your grades, everything like that. And we can go in and we can query and search for a person's name and then find their phone number. If you do your shopping on Amazon, that's a database where it keeps all the information of what products there are and how many are in stock. So really, wherever you go, you will find databases. Now, when we talk about Microsoft applications, many of you have used Word and PowerPoint before. A few of you have used Excel, but I tend to find when I teach this course that none of the students have used Access before. I really enjoy using Access. My background is programming, so that might be why I find it interesting. And usually in the CIS 100 class, yeah, it might not be everybody's favorite application, but it will give you an understanding of how databases are designed and how they work, which I think is really important. I mean, any type of company that you work for, if it's a school or a hospital, insurance agency, everybody's using databases. Okay, so I'm just going to go to our course calendar first. And you can see that you have a little bit more time to work on this for two reasons. Number one, we have the Thanksgiving holiday this week. And number two, Access is really going to require more of your time and commitment. So don't think that this is just a big vacation week. I'm giving you some days in here so that you can really concentrate on the lecture material and get started working on that first project. So all of the due dates for the Access module will be here the last week of November and into early December. Okay, so I'm going to go back into here. Okay, so this is the video you're watching now. Here's what's due when, where we have a link to our course schedule and also a list of what we're going to cover in this module. All right, so this is going to follow the same format as the Word and the Excel modules. There'll be 2 lecture series, 2 projects, an assignment, a discussion, and a quiz. Okay, so now I'm going to come into here. This is why I've given you extra time. You're really going to need it. I have several videos that kind of lead up to the Atomic Learning videos. You have to watch these all in sequence. If you start at the beginning, it's going to explain what a database is. Then this one is going to talk about the 4 types of objects that we're going to work with: tables, forms, queries, and reports. The Atomic Learning things kind of jump into things without really explaining the background. So you need to watch these videos first to have an understanding of databases in order to be able to work on the project. Okay, there's 4 videos in this link, and these are really important. So make sure that you go through here and that you watch all of these. It really will give you a good understanding of what you need to know. Specifically in here, it talks about the different data types that you can specify in the different fields that you're going to create. So that is very important, is understanding those data types. Okay, so in the Atomic Learning videos, or Who Knew It as they're called now, there's a lot of videos here in the first video series, so please note that. You're going to need some time. Also, as part of the project, you're going to have to sort the data, and so I have a video here on how to do that. So make sure that you watch that. And I've also provided some additional resources. If you're still not understanding things, you can feel free to check these out. So this is a good resource here, GCF Learn Free, and they have, working with data, running queries and reports. So you can watch some of these if you find that helpful. And also on lynda.com, you might be able to just click this link and go into the Access videos, but if not, on your right when you come into, let me just see here. Is it here? No, it's going to be for you guys. It'll be on your student resources page. Let's see. Okay, everything's a little different on mine, so I'm sorry. Let me go back to our course because I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, I'm just on our homepage, so right here I have the lynda.com videos. But there's things in there on all the different Microsoft applications. But in addition to that, there's all kinds of things on operating systems and new technology, different kinds of skills and professional goals. There's a lot of videos out there on all kinds of different topics. So feel free to check those out. And when you choose login, if you're logging in from Blackboard, it might bring you right in. But if not, you just put in your TWOLS username and password. Okay, so that is extra stuff. Okay, and then we have the first project. So please watch the video first. The video tells you really exactly what you need to do. And sometimes when I'm getting projects in, I'm feeling like you didn't watch the videos. Maybe you just click on this and kind of go about your business. Please watch the videos, very important. It'll tell you what you need to do, and here's your instructions. The second lecture series, there's fewer videos in here, but the topics that are covered, queries and reports, are a little bit more complicated. So you will need some time with that. Just like in the previous modules, there is an assignment and there is a discussion, and then we have this second access project. Okay, a couple things here. These are, watch this video, startup instructions. I'm going to do what I did on the Word and Excel projects is once you submit the Access project, I'm going to try and grade it relatively quickly so you have it back with my comments before you have to turn the second project in case there's any problems. But reading this will help you. You will need to know how to create a relationship between two tables. That's going to be required in the project. Here's the project itself and the instructions, and it says right here, if you want to see what the finished project should look like, you could just click right on this video right here and it will show you what it should look like. So that's probably a good idea for you to look at that to kind of envision what it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay, and then as always, we'll have a quiz, and that will be open December 1st and 2nd. Okay, so again, let me go back to our course calendar. Right, you have this time in here to get started, right? Then obviously we have the holiday, but you got to get back on track to get that first project in by the 28th. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, you can let me know. Please remember, if you have the Mac version of Office, it does not contain Access. So you are going to have access to a Windows computer. And I talked about that back in the first module and the instructions for the course. Okay? Oh, I guess that's it, and have a great Thanksgiving.